out in a second if no one can hear us.
Likely. All right.
Some
Going live, we're
complain.
live. Yeah, probably. Echo or whatever. There we go. Oh, wow, look at you, Si. You've got a little shield next to your name now.
Excellent. That would be a good time to insert ads. Okay.
Yeah. Was the moderator shield always there, or have they just changed the icon?
They've just changed things.
Fair enough. I don't like change. Anyway, hello, everyone. Hello, welcome.
This is a computer. This is Two Guys Talk Tech.
You're stunned, I know. Yeah. It's not great on the spanner. Oh, yeah, it was a spanner before, wasn't it? Yeah. Which is...
You can no longer be a wrench in the works. Yay!
I'm going to grab that stool as well, because I might want to sit down now and then. Because that's the kind of person I am. In fact, I'm going to sit down a little bit at the start, just because, yeah.
And then you're immediately going to yawn and stretch.
I don't know about the yawn, but I'm definitely going to stretch. Thanks for carrying the conversation, you know.
You all good there? You happy
All
now?
right. That's soap in the PC. Yeah, it's just filled with expanding foam, you know. Anyway.
But like the stuff that goes hard.
Anyway.
The building supply stuff.
No, it's just bubble wrap. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Yes, we're fixing some PCs today. I've got a couple to do. So we're going to see what we can get through. So yeah, this one is actually a build I did in, I think it was middle of May last year. And I think this one did get a video. This was the first time I'd looked at this Corsair case, which is a 4000D. The frame 4000, I think.
Yeah, the frame 4000 because the eye is at the bottom.
Yeah, frame 4000. Yeah, this was my first look at the frame 4000. But yeah, this one is back in. Customer is complaining about pixelated screen when playing games, which sounds dangerously, and I think they said like green pixels, so sounds dangerously like it's artifacting, which makes me go, oh no, please don't be a busted graphics card. It'll be under warranty, but on the flip side, knowing my luck, this card is from Spire, which means it's going to be a fucking pain if I need to figure out how to RMA that. But
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll see. So yeah, basically we need to run this up and validate the issue and see if we can do anything about that. So yeah. Then I've also got a couple of no posts, which I have started recording a no post on Sundays for, but also they're not moving along. So I'm just like, sod it, we're doing them on the podcast just so I actually get these things done. Because I'm currently at the mode where after having an absolutely manic January, the ticket ticket queue is actually going down and it's getting under control. So at the moment I'm like, yes, good, we're going to push that down. I have no end of rainy day videos that I can make, so like I don't need content at the moment. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, easy to RMA, honestly, though they're now West Coast. I mean, yeah, they're West Coast, but like, can you call them? You know, like now I have to call them up and be like, yeah, I bought this when you were Spire. How do we deal with this? You know, like, is the same people working there? I don't know. So yeah, like the answer to that might be yes, you just call them. You know, I'm sure it will be fine, but whatever. It's not as easy as if I'd bought it from Amazon, in which case I'd just click return. So yeah, you can still call Nathan. Cool, fair enough.
Where is the Intel lanyard?
The Intel lanyard is probably...
Only because the Intel keyboard is here.
Yay. Yes, the Intel young lad...
The Intel young lad.
The Intel lanyard is here. Cool, right.
Did you fix it after I broke it?
I did, yes. Yes, I have put this on and I have soldering iron melted the plastic over the top of it again. So, yeah.
And then I'm going to dip it in epoxy. Multiple times. I'm going to build up a larger outer case around it.
The whole thing, including the USB connector, so it's just a blob. You're just like, thanks, Caradog. Great, awesome. extremely helpful.
Dip it in resin and then UV cure it. Would that work? Could you?
I mean, probably, but like, I mean, that resin isn't like strong stuff though. It's too brittle to be useful. But I'm sure there is a type of resin that will be a lot more rubbery and durable. You know, you just hot glue yours. Yeah, I guess you could just. Yeah, hot snot all over. Yeah, I've done that before. It lasts for some time, but yeah. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, let's turn this thing on and we'll start running it up to temperature and see what it does, because we've got to try and...
We should probably remove the stuff from it first.
Yes, because we've got to reproduce the fault first. Okay, right, I'm going to lay this thing down. Right. The Wi-Fi antennas are still just taped to the top, which is where I taped them when I gave them to the customer. So, like, I taped them to the top to be like, screw these onto the back when you unpack the PC. And they're just still there. I'm like, okay. That message clearly didn't make it through.
Have they also been complaining about poor Wi-Fi reception?
I'm assuming they're not using the Wi-Fi. I mean, actually, they might have taped them back there and it's just a coincidence. So we'll see. Right, I'm going to put this somewhere else.
Very well.
Just get that out the way entirely. Ugh.
The graphics issue is bubble wrap. Yes.
Yeah, yes. Okay, right, let's la bench cam. I'm going to go further up.
Higher and higher. Oh, there we go.
Well, jump scare of my eye for a moment there.
See. Have you seen that Insta have a new version of the link?
Yeah, I saw there was a Pro now, I think, wasn't there? Yeah.
And I was like, as far as I could tell, the upgraded feature on it was, it now saves your camera position. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
It's already been able to do that.
Yeah.
What is new about this? No. Oh, too far.
Yeah. Then I would flip it and then... Yeah, that'll do.
Too far.
Lower. Lower. Too low.
Transform.
Lower.
Rotate 180 degrees.
There we go. All right, now I'm going to do that because that. There we go. All right.
I nearly flipped horizontal, and I was just like, no, wait, hold on. That's not what I mean. I do not wish for an inversion.
Let's just make everyone slightly uncomfortable. All right. Okay. Good. All right. So, right, we've unpacked that. Yep. Just going to have a. I'm just quickly having a nose to check for any obvious issues. Everything is plugged in though. Yeah, pretty clean build. Nothing to report here. Cool. Okay. Right. So yeah, we'll plug it in and turn it on. Then what we'll have to do is we'll start it up and we'll quickly just sanitize the desktop. You know, like we'll just switch off desktop icons and stuff. And that will probably give us something clean enough where we can just then just show some benchmarks and stuff without doxing the customer. And then we'll probably just waffle for a bit while it gets going, because knowing our luck, it's not going to do it right away. Looking at the preview to see where the power button is.
Where are you?
All right. Cool. Yes, that's it. Right, let's let that start up. What's the symptom? We suspect it's artifacting in game. Customer says that it's pixeling in game, and I'm interpreting that as artifacting. So yeah, right. I'm going to plug in a toolkit.
You can see it on the desktop.
Oh, can you? Oh yeah.
Look there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll hide the desktop icons. Okay, it's still loading up some stuff.
I will wait for it to finish attempting to do whatever it's doing.
Okay. Right, do you want to get ready on capture?
Because we don't have a mouse pointer.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Ah, yes.
Opera GX.
Gaming.
Quit Opera.
Oh, sorry, do you want to quit Opera? Yes. Warn me later. Excuse me?
Right, and view, show desktop icons. There we go. Right, that's sanity enough. Right, let's just see if that's coming through on the capture.
Oh. Hello, capture. There we go.
There we go. Right. Oh, yeah. I just saw them move a bit.
Yeah.
So, where is one? Yeah, that red dot was one there. Yeah, okay, there's one right there. Just above the mouse pointer, there's a little splotch of red. Yeah, there you go. You just saw that flicker? Yeah. Can you see? Yeah, it's really coming up when I'm moving the mouse around. So, yeah. All right. Cool. Okay, well, there's our issue. Okay. Can you mute the capture a sec? I'm just going to bring up File Explorer. Yeah, it's up. I'm just going to see if I can bring up something just a bit more obvious. So, like, let's... What do we sort? Oh, we're sorted by... Oh, we're in downloads, that's why. I think this is fairly academic as we've seen the issue here, but I just want to bring up Heaven or something like that just so we can see how bad this actually is. I want to see if a benchmark just absolutely just wets the bed or not, basically.
Yeah, the other thing to test is just to move for GPU support.
Yeah, yeah, we'll just set something up and then we can just poke it a little bit and see if it's sensitive. Yeah, you must enter a username. All right, user. Weird. Right, don't need desktop shortcuts. So yeah, one thing that we had observed, or Caradog had noted, that the graphics card was bending upwards slightly. The graphics card support was a bit aggressive, but I don't know, man. I don't think that would have been causing a major issue. Not saying that that's what you're implying.
Oh yeah.
But,
no, it was mostly just a case. I was just like, oh yeah, whilst we're here, we'll take a turn out of that.
Yeah.
And everything will be a little bit more happy.
Yeah. Because like certainly I've seen graphics cards that were bending an awful lot more than that, and it not cause issues. So, right. We don't need full screen. Let's just have like I don't know, 1600 by 900, and
oh, is the capture card muted?
All right, run. There you go. Yeah, you can capture again now. Okay, right, let's just see what Heaven looks like when that gets going. Also, we have display scaling turned on because the capture card makes Windows do that, so I might turn that off in a sec just so things don't look less weird. However, there we go. That's not supposed to look like that. That's really odd behavior, isn't it?
Because the other behavior I had when I had faulty DRAM. And it wasn't the GPU at all.
Ah, yeah.
It was the DRAM that was faulty.
Yeah. Because that's happening with very specific things, isn't it? I'm just going to turn off the display scaling just so that's not punking us, because because everything else is scaled, I don't want it to actually be scaling the picture, so that we might be getting punked there. So there's definitely something going on. Right, could you mute the capture again? Because I'm going to open settings. It's probably going to show the Microsoft account.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Cool.
Face cam.
Right, let's just go to 100%. And let's just do that again. All right, there we go. And
Also,
yeah, just run it again.
hello, Rave Bob. Nope, that's benchmark. There we go.
All right. Okay, right. How about something more VRAM intensive than Heaven? Maybe. I'm not opposed to that yet. I thought Heaven was going to wet the bed. Yeah, look, we're still getting that crazy whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that came across the stream, but on the preview, that the reflection scattering was bonkers there.
What is this? Is a 90?
It's a 9070 X. No, it's a 7800 XT.
Oh, okay.
No, we're all stock on this. So yeah, solar flares. Yeah. Well, thankfully, this computer is covered under warranty, and by warranty I mean I have to warranty it, but I have purchased the parts within. The computer is less than a year old, so it's covered under warranty. But the customer purchased it from me, so I have to send back the parts and stuff. So I have to discover what's actually going on with this, and then discover what needs to be replaced. But because all the parts are less than a year old, I will be able to RMA them to the original manufacturers, because this thing didn't have any second-hand parts in it. So so thankfully, I'm not going to have to take any hits here, except for my time. But yeah, it's weird that, because like for the most part, it's kind of fine. I do agree. We need something that eats a bit more VRAM. I might hit it with superposition. But
have we still got my games drive? Yeah, it's over there.
yeah,
I can't remember if I've got anything on there.
maybe.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I'm going to hit it with superposition, because that's a bit more. That's more intensive than Heaven. Considering we were getting speckling on the desktop, I thought Heaven was just going to have kittens everywhere, and I was just like, yeah, we don't need to bother running up superposition. Just
What?
Because Heaven is a lot faster to get going. So yeah.
What I would say is we should just put this in another machine now.
I'll put the card in. Yeah, could you mute us again, please?
Yeah. Have you got a spare M.2 caddy?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's empty at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly throw superposition on it first, just for another controlled test. We do have other GPUs, and yes, I agree with moving the GPU to another system and stuff like that. I'm going to carry on gathering information first. We've got lots of things to try, but I'm still gathering data first. So yeah.
Yeah, just because for me, it'd be just proving that it's not the GPU
Cool.
effectively, or proving if it is. Yeah, only because I had that issue on that red dot issue on the desktop with my computer, and it ended up being the RAM.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for opening in the background.
Do you wish to open behind all the windows? Why, yes, of course.
Don't need desktop shortcuts. Voltage stable on the PSU. We're not quite there yet, but yeah, we'll see. More information needed first. This is the very slow and boring bit where we just reproduce the problem and we see how the problem manifests. Then we start looking at solutions.
I think it needs cleaning again, your coffee machine. It's gone to being
Yeah.
again.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Ultrasonic everything.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'll yeah, I don't think I need to like descale it, but I think probably what I'll do is just all of the drip parts.
Yeah.
I'll take all of those out and just deep clean them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Replacing. Yes, also that, I guess. But yeah. See if it gets worse with the front fans at 100%. I have a theory. Do tell. I'm curious.
Yes. needs replacing with a £4,000 espresso machine,
I can't be arsed with an espresso machine.
a £1,500 grinder.
No. Bean to cup or go home.
What do you mean?
Because I can't be asked with anything else. Oh yeah, actually just benchmark. Let's do, right, 1080p extreme. Extreme. All right.
Fix your friends.
Yeah. Oh, actually, can we bash it with... what happens if I try and 4K on this?
Yeah. Just change it from optimized to the other one. Oh.
No.
What's the...
I mean, I could custom and then full screen, disabled, 4K, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens if you try and...
The VRAM went down from 10K extreme to 4K optimized.
No. Oh, okay, does. Hang on a sec. Let me just go back to... Right, 1080p extreme gives us 3300 estimated
Oh, no,
use.
okay.
4K goes up to 4.1.
Okay.
Then, yeah, 8K optimized goes up to 6.2. However, it's going to die, so yeah. Let's try I'm overthinking this. 1080p extreme, run. We're getting speckling on the desktop here. I don't think... And also, I think Heaven would have showed us something if it was VRAM. I don't think this is VRAM. Corsair fans are massively over the normal amperage. No, absolutely not. Yeah, that's a hard note from me. You're checking the tyres on the car while the engine won't start. All right, yeah, again, that's not immediately wetting the bed.
Yeah, interesting. That's not vomiting errors, is it?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
That's funky, yeah. I guess we'll... I think what... part of me wants to do,
Oh, that might have been...
Oh, did you think you saw a flicker or something then? But...
Yeah, just in the space above where it said benchmarking.
Yeah, even
something
still,
looked different there.
Yeah.
But it's just like, this isn't broken.
I'm just gonna poke the graphics card a little bit. Just take the thing out. I'm just gonna...
By that, I thought for a second you were just going to be touching all the capacitors on the back, and I'm like...
Yeah, just start stroking the bypass caps with my sweaty palm.
I'm just like, Graham, no!
Yeah, I'm just gently wobbling the graphics card at the moment, and it's not freaking out. So if the card had had cracks in it or something like that, I would expect it to freak out right now.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Or lock up.
Yeah, or do something. But yeah, okay. So the question now is, are we going to move straight? I think for now, for reproduction, we focus on that speckling on the desktop we saw, because that's the best reproduction we actually have right now.
Have you got another AMD graphics card?
I have, yeah.
Can we just slot that straight in there?
Yeah, so let's just throw another graphics card in it first.
Yeah.
And then after that, then we'll start thinking about okay, could it be the RAM and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So yeah. DDU drivers, new drivers installed. Maybe let's...
That was kind of my thought, was a case of, is it?
Yeah.
That side.
Yeah.
So,
Either way, yeah. I'll grab another graphics card first, and we'll just see what happens. Because if we put a different graphics card in and the behavior changes, that at least tells us, okay, this is graphics related, Whereas if we put another we put another card in, no change. We DDU it, still no change. Then we start looking at RAM and stuff like that. So yeah. All right. Let me grab this other graphics card.
Graphics.
Graphics.
Where's the power button? No. Yes.
I need to put these graphics cards on sale, man.
Have you heard of this thing called Facebook? I hear it has a marketplace.
I've put my high-speed RAM on eBay.
Oh, right.
I'm asking for a hilarious amount of money for it just to try my luck.
And by hilarious amount of money, you mean you've listed it for £10 more than you bought it for?
No.
No?
So it's...
Are you actually listing it for something, quote-unquote, realistic in the current market?
It's the 32 gig 6000 CL28 kit,
Yes.
and I've listed it on auction start 310, buy it now 420.
Very well.
Because like, where else are you going to buy that RAM, and where else are you going to find it cheaper than that?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think anyone should buy it at that price, but I'm sure there's someone out there with more money than sense, and their money is better off in my pocket. So,
No. The mistake there was, it's not that their money is better off in your pocket. It's that it's your money they haven't given to you yet.
your money is now our money, and we will spend it on drugs. What are we doing today? We are diagnosing this computer, which has weird pixelating artifacts on the desktop, but weirdly not in graphics benchmarks.
Nice.
Right now, this doesn't like, it's presenting as a graphical issue, but I don't think this is graphics card, because I can't see how it could be the graphics card. And
Oh wait, that's 3 slots.
yeah, I can't see how this could be a bad graphics card and not completely shit the bed in the middle of superposition. Because, like, yeah, the superposition is fairly heavy duty, and it was just like, yeah, no problem. So,
What?
do we have an equivalent GPU? Not direct. This is 7800 XT, and we're putting in a 9070 XT. So I don't have another 7000 series or 6000 series lying around at the moment. I've only got a 9070 and a 9070 XT.
There you go.
But yeah, it's still a you know, a 7800 is still a pretty high power graphics card. So we're putting in another high power graphics card. But I don't think that's anything to do with it. Yeah, Mike, fans don't cause your computer to throw out pixels. You're not pulling down the 12-volt main rail with a fan header. That's not how those work. Good.
That's in.
Yep.
We're on the right one there.
Cool.
Good.
Are we still on customer SSD?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Okay. Next time we restart this, let's switch over to one of our SSDs, just so we can get away from customer data, and then we don't have to dodge. All right. We've got no graphics drivers at the moment, so not a fair test. I'm not seeing anything. Isn't it premature to switch cards before finding a test that breaks the first card? I mean, I just ran 2 different tests and got nothing. How many tests do you want me to run?
But then also we had pixelation issues on the desktop.
Yeah, we had pixelation.
So reproducibility is load the desktop.
Yeah, I wanted something a bit more obvious than what we were seeing on the desktop. However, if Heaven and Superposition were both coming up basically clean, I don't see, well, the only other thing we could have done was just find a game that will actually fill up the VRAM buffer more. Yeah, let's see if we have to do that first. Are drivers actually installed? I think that's going to be running on.
Like it.
I think that's going to be running on Microsoft Display Adapter.
What? Go away.
Right. Device Manager. Yeah, that's
Device
safe.
Mangler.
Capture with face. Oh yeah. No, it's got graphics.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a bit concerning, because we've got it's
Yeah.
coming up clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe it is the card then, because
Yeah,
we've
maybe.
changed the card and the fault has disappeared.
Although it also did reinstall the drivers.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't
right. So I tell you what,
Shall I restart Heaven?
can do. Sure. Yeah. Hold on. I will that. and then you can type in heaven.
Oh.
Yeah, because we can certainly look for that. We can look for that scene in heaven on the airship where the reflections were freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we did get something there. So yeah, heaven was fine. And then when we started doing the airship scene, there was one ship where we had a low-angle view of the airship, and all of the reflections on the airship were just going. And oh, that's not a crash. That's the capture card messing us about.
Yeah, it was this scene.
Yeah. Okay, so the fault has disappeared. Okay.
Yeah, we're not getting the weird ringing on the end of a gun barrel that was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, should we put the 7800 back in and see if the fault comes back?
Yes.
Yeah. And then after that, I vote I grab that other PC and we put the 7800 in a different PC.
Yes.
And see if the fault follows it.
Yes. I
Yep.
agree.
Okay. Cool.
Where are you?
Good.
Stay.
Yay. Try suspect faulty hardware in another PC. We'll do that in a minute. Firstly, we're just going to see if we can bring the fault back, because the fault has currently disappeared, so now we just see if we can bring the fault back. Because if we put this back in and the fault immediately returns, then that now means that the fault hasn't just phantom disappeared, kind of thing. Oh. What?
Thanks. Is that a pulse?
It is, yes.
I have to say, for what was built to be basically the cheapest
Yeah. This, I mean, yeah.
9070 XT.
It was like 580 quid when I bought
It's really,
that graphics
it's really
card.
good.
Yeah. This is why I love the 9070 XT so much. Like, that's a badass graphics card. Very nice. Test 1 is on a different architecture, might be using a different driver. Agree.
I mean, it is the same driver package.
Yeah. We do, we do need to try like DDUing the driver and stuff like that, but we'll carry on just replicating the problem under different circumstances first. Again, we're still gathering information. I'm not trying to fix it at the moment. I'm trying to figure out when the fault does and doesn't appear. Because the problem is if you need to know exactly when the fault does and does not happen, otherwise you don't know if your attempted fix has solved the problem or you fail to replicate the problem.
Stop it.
If that makes sense.
I just poked the button in the desktop. I just said, wait a minute.
Wouldn't daisy chain an 8-pin lead on a 9070 XT? Yeah, it's a 300 watt graphics card.
It's like 330.
Oh, 330, okay, yeah. It's pushing it a little bit, but also that's not the problem that we're trying to solve right now. Like, that's something that you might be concerned about long term, but it's not a fault we're having to deal with right now. So, yeah.
Oh my god! Stop it!
Begone, Discord. All right.
So I'm just going to wiggle the mouse around on the desktop for a bit.
Oh, is that one on the wing? We've got a yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay, yeah. So fault is
there-ish.
back. Yeah, and there's a little yellow spot in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, also for people who said that's Witcher, that's Night Rain. That background.
There's something there.
Yeah.
Is that in the background picture there?
No, I'm pretty certain that's an artifact.
Oh yeah,
it's just too square. So yeah. Cool. Okay, so the fault has returned.
Cool.
Groovy. All right. Right. So should we put the graphics card in another PC? Yeah.
Yeah, because that does software and the remaining components all in one go.
Yeah, certainly. If it appears on that one, then we know that it has to be hardware at that point.
It has to be this.
Yeah.
Part of it. Yeah.
And at that point, we just immediately be like, okay, it's the graphics card, and like we could do an autopsy to try and see like, oh, it's the VRAM or something like that, but it doesn't change the fact that if the fault follows it to another PC, then it has to be a bad graphics card, and at that point nothing else really matters
And you just
because
go,
it's a bad graphics card.
And you just go, oh dear.
Okay, time to RMA it.
Hello, please give me a new graphics card.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. All right, I'll go and grab the big boy. Have you got an SSD in you? Might do, but you've got no RAM.
If you don't, I've got a Ghost Spectre one here.
Yeah, no, I'll bring this one across. I was going to grab just a slightly smaller PC than the one that graphics card just came out of, but it doesn't actually matter that much. Oh, it's not too bad, this one. Yeah.
Why is it going to be a gut punch to the wallet? You go RMA it, you get a replacement graphics card.
Yeah, it's a problem for Asus because it's under warranty.
Get out of here.
All right. I'll let you keep going.
What are you?
Oh, this is that Lianli V100, I think it was.
Just like, it looked like half the case was missing for a second.
Weird shape,
I was just like, what? Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't hate it. Don't know if I'm going to buy another one because just, I don't know. I'm undecided on it, but
Depends how much it cost. Like, if you can pick it up for 50 quid, then
yeah, it was
steal.
It was pretty good bang for buck, I think, and you get like 3 reverse-bladed RGB fans with it, and you know it's got a Lianli badge on it, so it's got the pimp value for the brand as well. So yeah, but yeah, we'll see. I'm very much a sucker for the ultra traditional tower shape.
Oh, there you go. I was just catching something, and it wasn't quite slotting in with the 0 effort it should.
You under thermal take contract? No? I've never had any thermal take. I haven't had any thermal take hardware in here in years. What are you talking about? Asus and warranty claim chill went down my back. Well, it's not Asus that I will deal with directly. I will be talking to West Coast because I'm 99%. Well, I need to look it up actually. I'm not going to bother doing that right now. I don't know whether this was. I would have either bought it. I would have bought this from either West Coast or Spire or Amazon. Although I don't know. I bought graphics cards from a lot of places last year. It doesn't matter. I'll look it up, and it will be the problem of whomever I bought it from.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's less than a year old, so this just gets kicked down the chain to whoever I bought it from. Then they kick it down to whoever they bought it from, and eventually it gets back to Asus, who actually made the card. But I don't have to deal with them. So yeah. A quick answer is good for me because it's less time spent doing labour. Yeah, we've certainly got it looks like we've got a fairly quick answer out of this. When we couldn't reproduce that properly with a benchmark, I was like, oh, is this going to be a horrible nightmare rabbit hole to really pin down? Do you need the box and stuff to return it? I'm 99% certain no. I don't have the box, so yeah, but I would say no. I'm not aware of anyone who requires. It would be ridiculous if people required you to keep boxes. So
yes, if you are returning an RMA, no, you don't need to send back the box. If you're returning it after purchasing it and basically just going, I don't want it.
Yeah, if you want your money back, then yeah, you've got to give them something back that they can sell again. However, yeah, because like the way that the entitlement works is there is the right to return it for a refund, or the right to return it for repair. So yeah, I cannot send it back unboxed as a dead graphics card and say give me my money back. They can turn around and be like, no, but we will repair it or supply you with a replacement. That's their obligation to me, is to get me a working graphics card again.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good. Okay, right. We can go to capture. Capture with face.
It's a desktop.
All right. Let's turn off scaling and make sure that the graphics driver is there. It should pick it up fairly quick. Oops, it's doing a thing. Okay, that's probably the driver installing.
Yeah.
Begone Defender. All right. I really hate it when you say say see fewer notifications and it brings up an options screen. I'm like, I don't care. Just show me less of this. Just ugh. Anyway. Okay. So far so good.
Yeah.
Let's throw Heaven at it because we know that it's going to trip up on that. We know that it's going to trip up on that airship scene.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, there's a new background from Microsoft. Do you just want to? Oh yeah, we'll get Heaven installing first, and then we'll just look closely at the background because that background is a bit busier, and it's probably a higher resolution and just a physically larger JPEG, and it might just do something different. Grasping at straws here, but whatever. No TS server test? What is TS server test? Oh, there it is, middle of the screen right now.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Full screen there.
Yeah, we'll run it again just to confirm. But yeah, I was doing 1600 by 900, yeah. Yeah.
I was just looking for the toggle. I couldn't actually remember where it was.
Yeah. AMD VRAM TS server. I see. Okay, that's some kind of VRAM test for AMD cards, I take it. However, no, because we've just confirmed that the card is faulty, so nothing else matters now. We're done here. This is now an autopsy. Yeah, it's game over. Like, we'll see in a minute on this. Next scene, we should see that light, that weird reflection bug. There we go. There it is again. Yeah, card's dead. Game over.
Whack. It's really weird it's only showing up there.
That's such a bizarre
also,
test.
not at the end of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, cool.
Right. Okay, right. We're moving on in that case.
Oh, is it testing?
No video firmware update? No. Yeah, but a BIOS update ain't going to fix that.
Oh, I'm only rerunning this just because it was on different settings on the other computer.
Okay.
And I just want to. Oh, yeah,
like
it did it. It did it there.
Like at the start.
I think it's something on the tessellation in the start of this scene that causes this to artifact. Just because turning it on here caused it to artifact this run, and it didn't on the previous run.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarre. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because now it's cleared up that scene.
Yeah.
See how just bizarre.
That's a really tough one to reproduce. Like, I'm glad that it's pixelating on the desktop because, but even still, like, this is going to be one of those ones where, like, in the RMA notes, I'm going to have to be like, no, seriously, you need to run this, like, this card is going to look fine at first blush, but it's not fine, you know.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
How bizarre. But yeah. How odd.
Yeah, this is the thing. Okay, so, like, hypothetically then, what are our reproduction steps? Because, like, right now, that desktop isn't pixelating. So, like, are we going to try and nail down some exact Heaven settings that will reproduce the fault? Just so I can actually, because when I RMA this, because, like, basically what I'm worried about now is I'm going to RMA this and some tech is going to plug it in and be like, that's fine, mate, and just send it back again. So I kind of want to actually give specific reproduction steps at this point because, like, right now it looks fine. On the customer's desktop, just straight away we could see it pixelating on the desktop, whereas this one, it's
just
kind of
take a screenshot on the capture. of the pixelation on the desktop.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we've got video evidence of it doing it. So yeah. Okay.
And also we can grab the frame or two from Heaven where it's erroring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, we've got enough because we've just got video evidence of the fault happening. So yeah. Good.
Like,
okay.
that's the good thing about us doing this
Yeah.
live and here. We're like
Captured it all on video 8.
Different computer, 2 graphics cards in one computer.
Yeah. All right.
You know, you've got all of your kind of reproducibility steps. Yeah.
You reckon it's a new AMD driver affecting your 7000 series only? I mean, the driver on this computer hasn't been updated in I don't know how long. But I mean, are we going to try different drivers?
I mean, we can do that on the customer's machine.
Yeah.
Anyway, because that's where it matters. It doesn't matter whether it works in this machine.
Oh
or
yeah,
not.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah.
Yeah, so if we're going
Yeah.
to do any of that, we'd do it in that machine.
You
But
know
I think
what?
we should look at the other computers that you've got to look at,
Yeah.
and then we can come back to cycle back to this.
Yeah. Like that ain't a driver issue, I don't think. I cannot see a world where that's a driver issue, mainly just because this one hasn't had a driver update. It's certainly not on the latest driver.
But yeah, we can have a ganders at that later.
Yeah, like that. I don't know, man.
Do we need this anymore?
We do not, no. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll put that down and I'll log it back.
Sure.
Oh, hold on, I'm just going to I'll lob its graphics card back in first.
Oh, I see. Did that come from there?
Yes, it did, yeah. So I'll just quickly shove this back in here. Yeah, that's, yeah, I agree that we have not tested.
Is that the
ooh.
customer's screw? 'Cause if it,
I picked these ones up from here.
because there should be 3 of the same for this 4000.
Yeah, those are 3 identical screws. So, the ones for this one will be over there because that's where I took the graphics card out.
That makes sense. That's fine. And whilst you're over there, I'll just put these bits back in this machine. Whoop.
Right, I'm going to quickly screw this back in just so this computer is back in one piece.
Indeed. In you go. There we go. Right. You're down. Right. In you go.
There we go.
Right.
All right.
Where'd you go? Oh, there. Disappearing.
Yeah, point of trying another driver is to say that you've done so. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I'll, yeah, we'll start this back up. We'll check what driver it has, and then we can just, hopefully it's not the latest driver, and then what we can do is just try the latest driver, and then we can say we have tried another driver.
Yeah.
That's
what I was going to say is just DDU what's on there.
Yeah.
Install whatever the latest version is, and
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
but there's no need to sit and watch that specifically.
Yeah, yeah, you could sit and do that while I start getting the other stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just quickly have a look and just see what version it's got and see if it's the latest or not, just so we know whether that's a thing that's happening. So yes. Good. Is the GeForce 1030 a good card? No, it is not.
No.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
just loading
it
up
just flickered again there.
Yeah. We're just waiting for things to load up, and then we can just quickly check what driver version it is currently on. And while you do that, I'm going to find out what the latest driver version is.
It will be 26.2.1.
I see.
Actually, it might be 26.2.2.
Cookie settings. No. Right, graphics.
This is on 26.1.1.
All right, hold on. Right. 26.1.1
is the recommended version.
Is the recommended,
and the newest
yeah.
version is 26.2.1.
2.1, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a different version we can install. Okay, right. So you're going to sit and DDU this and install the and install 26.2.1 and see if that makes any difference at all.
Basically.
So yeah. Good. All right. Yeah, people are still talking about a GT 1030. Literally integrated drivers, integrated graphics is probably going to give you better performance, unironically.
Yeah, anything,
So, yeah,
anything from
Yeah, I mean,
6th gen onwards.
yeah,
I think.
unless you're running a DDR3 system, I cannot think of any situation where the 1030 is actually a useful option. So yeah. Like, yeah, this isn't one of those, like, oh, if it's all you can afford things. It's like, no, it's actually just bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 1030 plays robots. So does integrated. So, yeah. That's it, you know, like, yeah. Okay, right. Right. We're kicking that down to the floor. You have been demoted to the end of the counter. I'm going to get some other stuff. Oh, actually, I'm going to need... Oh, the current stuff I'm working on doesn't power on, so yeah, no, I don't need a monitor and stuff quite yet. Yeah. I think. I don't know. I need to catch up on what we're actually doing with stuff. 1030 is great for an office box that needs graphics. I mean, yeah, but that's assuming that you've got a CPU with no integrated graphics.
It's also okay, so I'd rather buy an RK380 for like 80-ish pound, because at least it's a modern card.
Maybe.
And we'll have
support
for HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort 1.4.
Yeah, however, what if the budget is no? What if the budget is like £20, you know?
Then you're not buying a GT 1030, because they're like £80.
Ah, okay, yeah. Unless you're getting it for free.
Assuming we're purchasing new.
Oh, no.
Because you're putting it in a new build office box.
No, I mean, I'm assuming because it's a 1030, this is like a second-hand graphics card.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. What about Quadro GPUs? I mean, those are functional, but also they're almost certainly not good value for money either. But yeah. The other thing as well is just, yeah, the 1030 doesn't have any driver support. So, yeah. Cool. Right, just quickly scanning back. Does 26.2.1 come with all the AI stuff by default because the package size is much bigger? No more so than any of the others, I wouldn't have thought.
Why can it not? Right, forget the network. Whatever you think you're trying to do,
I was trying to connect with an old password, yeah.
And then not accepting the new password.
Rude. Right, I'm going to go and start getting bits of the other ones.
I'm going to bring over some parts of a computer.
Yeah. Okay, right. Oh God, I haven't cleaned this one up yet. This has only got as far as initial assessment.
Oh.
So it's extremely grot still. Ugh.
Wow.
You've got a GT730 paired with a 6700K. Yeah, unironically, the 6700K's integrated graphics are probably faster. The only real advantage you're getting from the GT730 is multiple display outputs for additional monitors, but like in terms of graphics horsepower, unironically, the CPU probably has more graphics horsepower. Right. What mid-tier GPU would you get for DaVinci Resolve? I don't know, because prices are kind of whack right now.
Oh.
Can we get this to the floor?
I have no idea what your Wi-Fi password is, apparently.
Okay. Right. I will type in my Wi-Fi password while you demote that. Right, connected and secured. Delightful. All right. Yeah, mid-range. Mid-range GPU. I don't know, man, right now because prices are whack. Like for mid-range GPUs, I'm still buying secondhand, and I'm still buying like secondhand 6000 series, or maybe secondhand 7000 series. If you want a brand new current gen card, then I guess a 9060. I'm still really tempted to say B580. I think the B580 is a great option, but also you've got to check the prices versus the 9060 XT at the moment, because the 9060 XT is quicker.
Yeah.
Maybe 5060 again, depending on what price they're doing. But I bet the RTX 5060 has just gone wee in price. So that's just Back when I did my B580 review, there was a very strong argument to get the 5060 instead, or to pay a bit more for the 5060, to pay a little bit more to get a lot more performance. However, it all depends on what current prices are doing, and they're extremely volatile at the moment, so I don't have a straight answer without just sitting and crunching numbers. So yeah, B580 went up by 100 quid. Yeah, I don't think a brand new graphics card is going to be good value for money right now. I would be picking up a second-hand card. You can get a 1650 for $60, and that will annihilate a 1030. Yes, absolutely. Like, I'm not going to pretend that the 1650 is a good graphics card, but this is the thing. The 1030, I can't think of any world where having a 1030 would make sense, because I'm sure you could find a 1650 or a 1660 for extremely small amounts of money that will annihilate a 1030. Like, the GT 1030, it's not even a gaming graphics card. It is a multimedia graphics card. That's how bad it is, So yeah. You missed the outcome of the GPU. Yeah, GPU is kill. We're currently just DDUing the computer, and we're going to try a different graphics driver just in case. However, I can't see a world where this is a software issue. So yeah.
Given we had issues on 2 machines.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So this one. I'm thinking of moving the bench cam around to here so it can lean over this end. So I'm going to do that.
Very well.
Who put all this crap in front of the bench? So now I can't fit a C-stand in front of it. Whoops.
I think it was you.
What are you insinuating?
That this is your shop?
I can't believe you've done this to me.
And that you are responsible
left
for...
all this cider here. I'm going to bust one of those out in a minute. I can feel the cider coming on. to move some of these bits and pieces. Would you like some JBL Creature speakers?
Probably not.
They're pretty good. They look very funky.
Okay. Why do I want them?
Because they look funky.
Okay.
Oh, that's not going to reach. Okay, I'm going to have to actually move boxes. All right, sorry, folks. Bear with me a moment. Oh, that's an empty box, so I can just pick it up. All right. What was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know. It's your shop.
I can hear something going doo-doo-doo. Whack. All right, anyway. Can I has the cider? You've got cider, probably. Get your own cider. All right. Right. Bench cam. Let's do bench cam with face. And let's stop being sideways. Can we turn all that way? I'm pushing my luck a bit. Not
No.
quite.
Why don't you rotate the...
I'll rotate you in a minute. Right.
Be on Discord, we do not require you.
Sorry for moving while we're on this camera, folks.
This is my sleeve.
Yes, hello. All right. Oh my god. Okay, just hold on. Right, face cam. I'm going to open it up. We're just going to reset the camera. I'm going to look down. All right. Bench cam with face. Where am I at the moment? I'm at the top. Okay, we need to uninvert it.
Okay, it's not completely bust.
This is what you guys are here for, this kind of nonsense.
Because it has to have a driver to be broken.
I mean, the fault not occurring while there's no driver installed doesn't say anything, in my opinion. Like, that's classic core failure. You know, when...
Well, yeah, but that's more my point of a case of, oh, it's not that kind of broken where it's just all the time.
Yeah. Maybe. All right. Okay, right. Another computer. So, is that fitted? It is. Okay, right. So this came in. Right, original story behind this one. The computer was on a desk on its side. A can of soda, can of Coke or something was spilled near the back of it. Apparently, the can of drink went into the power supply. Power supply exploded, and the computer cut out. And so that's why there's no power supply, because the power supply is dead and gone. However, plugging another power supply into it, it does not turn on. So we now need to assess if we can recover the rest of the computer. So intake fan at top, no, literally just the computer apparently was laying down like this, and it went into the back, apparently. So, like, theoretically, there should be no liquid damage here at all. It's, however, the power supply went bang and might have blown up the motherboard. So yeah. So we're going to carry on having an assessment of this. I will grab a power supply, and I'm just going to double check that it still doesn't turn on. I think we get 5 VSB, but it just doesn't power on. So yeah. What I'm probably going to do immediately is just take it all out of the case and start bench testing it, basically. So yeah. Good. Coca-Cola. I don't even know if it was Coca-Cola, for the record, so like, don't read too deeply into that. It was just a can of drink. It was a can of something. Liquid.
Some sort of fluid.
Yeah, I'm going to flip that over to there. CPU.
Oh, it's a 9 hero, which makes it 7th gen? Is that right?
I think so, yeah. It looks
Yeah.
looks
It'll be
7th
7.
gen. The visual style matches. Okay. Right, I need another kettle lead. Have we got one down here? Nope. What
I
is
require
that?
more power.
Aha, nope, that's not one. Grab a power cable. You must construct additional pylons.
Your treasury is too small.
I know, that's why I've got to sell my RAM.
What is... Oh, is that a iMac?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Would you like a smuggler of DRAM?
I saw
A General Pitt Rivers?
I saw a medium sweet in there.
The Shepherdess?
Oh yeah, I think I liked that one. Yeah, that was the medium sweet, I think. Need to remove all of the sulfates from the bottom.
Have your desedimented cider.
Thank you. Sediment or something. Right.
Ah, bubble wrap. Oh, are we down to only 1 box of cider now?
There's still a bunch of Stowford Press kicking around somewhere.
Okay.
We are working through it, so yeah. But so yes, yeah, we're getting there. We've also got 2 bottles of mulled cider. Well, sorry, we've got a bottle of mulled cider and a bottle of mulled wine to do as well. Very good.
The scrumpy apple, whatever it was I bought months and months ago.
Right, I am going to...
I will obtain glasses.
Very well. Pull all of the front panel out and
I am
plug in my
going
widget.
downstairs.
Don't even know if this widget actually works. It should do. Okay, right. Power on. Power surge. Still there.
I'm coming back upstairs.
See, I'm laughing because I can see you doing it, but none of that was on shot in either direction. So, all right, power on. Okay, we've got 5 VSB because we've got RGB. However, if I push the start button, nothing happens.
Honestly thought you were going to say, if I press the start button, oh, it starts.
I press the start button, it... So, yeah, okay, it is still stone dead. So, right, cool. Okay, I'm going to pull the motherboard and everything out of the PC and start moving forward from there now. I just wanted to make sure that it was indeed still dead. So, yeah. Right, okay, cool. Right, let's pull this motherboard out.
You require thogging.
I do. Please thog my bottle. Motherboard out and ultrasonic. Maybe.
Oops.
We'll have a look first.
No.
Ba 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 ba. Is it stone dead? You see MSI lights? No, we've got 5 VSB. Right.
There we go.
Checking 24 pin for shorts. We'll look at these things soon. I've got to get the motherboard out first, though.
Did it?
Oh no. Oh, well, there's the customer's missing thumb screw. Luckily that wasn't shorting against anything.
Honestly,
I hope.
I honestly half expected you to lift off the cooler and there to be no CPU and you to just be like, oh.
Well, there's your problem. Yeah, there's also just so much crud on this motherboard. Just, yeah. We'll give it a quick poke. However, I'm kind of sort of going, oh, you know what? Maybe just throw it in the ultrasonic, then we'll talk. All right. I'm going to lean across and grab that. Thank you. Right, we've got any other cables? Nope, pull that out. Hello from Greece. Hello, Greece.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I thought I would aid you by having different drinking vessels.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I thought you were implying like I thought I would aid you by pouring your drink for you, which I shook up. But
No,
yeah.
no. By having different drinking vessels.
Yeah. The glass pint glass was available for the record, but
I'm sure it was. I also just didn't spot it in the 0.1 seconds. I went, 2 different glasses.
fair enough, you know. Yeah. The Coca-Cola dissolved the CPU. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like an old tooth.
This is just fizzy apple juice. Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you buy the cheap stuff. It is just fizzy apple juice. You know.
That's 6%. That's more my
God.
point.
Oh no, I remember now. Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, we've had the Woodgate before, but yeah, you're right. You pulled that up and it was like 6%.
And it's just like, oh, I see, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed without even realizing.
That's a nice one. I do like that. All right. Okay. Whoop.
4 candles. Handles for forks.
G-Skill Ripjaws 4.
Nice.
Those look so, like, that label looks so out of place for this period of computer. Like, that looks like DDR3, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At best, maybe DDR2. All right.
This will be the first DDR4.
I guess, yeah. Well, I mean,
Effectively.
it's 7th gen, so 6th gen was DDR4 as well, but
Didn't 6th gen get replaced in less than 12 months?
I don't know. But, like, 6th gen is a thing, you know, there's lots of 6th
Yeah,
gen,
yeah, yeah.
you know. Right, I'm going to put that down there for a sec and then just kick this case out the way.
And by kick, I mean throw.
And by throw, I mean just drop carelessly to the ground. Oh, no. I won't do that, though. I might damage the tiles.
My tiles! Dum, dum, dum.
Anyone here watch Mighty Car Mods and see Moog and Marty drop the EJ20 to the floor?
I thought you were going to say, how'd that get in there?
They'd taken a non-turbo EJ20 engine out of a Subaru Impreza and they had it up on the stand. They were removing the gearbox from it. The engine was not properly supported, and from the table it just went onto the concrete floor. And they were like, "Guess we're going to put a turbo engine in it now." So there are many conspiracies as to whether they did it for the bit or whether it was an accident or not. Yes, the Sex Spec Scooby is wild. Yeah, it's wildly terrible. I've never understood Sex Spec, but well, I understand it because they're talking a lot about it and explaining what the deal of it was, but I've never thought it was cool.
What is it?
So Sex Spec is like Fast and Furious 1 style cars.
Oh, okay.
However, unlike Fast and Furious 1, the actual real Sex Spec scene, there was no performance. They were all garbage cars that had a slapdash paint job, some chromies,
Oh my
and a
god,
big
they're all
stereo put in.
ricers.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's all ricer.
Yeah.
Why would you rice them on stuff? Oh my god, no,
Yeah.
no,
But
no.
like, that was the thing though. Is like they did interviews with, because like they found the guy who actually did the paint job on the car that they're working on, like back in the day, kind of thing. And they were like, and Moog is interviewing. Is like, so explain it. What was the deal with this? Because like it's just a naturally aspirated. So why bother? What was the point? And he was just like, because you got the looks. No one cared. No one cared whether the car was fast or not. But what you wanted is for people to hear you coming from 3 blocks away with your stereo. So you spend a week putting on a paint job, chromies, and the biggest stereo that you can, and that's what gets you looked at. That's what gets you on front covers of magazines. That's what it was about. And it's like, I don't agree with that, but you can understand why people would do that. Interesting. Right.
Sorry, I just like the errors. Error. The display adapter has been marked for deletion.
I see. Right,
It apparently didn't clean up properly after the DDU didn't actually clean up after itself properly.
Huh, whack. Right.
She's like, you have been marked for deletion. Oh.
You will be deleted. Right. Put that in there, that in that. Right. I'll grab a fan just so we know whether it's actually turned on or not.
Are you turned on?
It ain't going to turn on, I don't think, but you never know. CPU, right. AIO pump, CPU optional, CPU fan. Okay. Standby power. Okay, right. We have standby power. And this motherboard conveniently has a start button, so I'm going to push that. Still dead. Okay.
Have you tried the front header pins, or have you only pressed the start button?
I did try the front header pins. I will try them again just in case.
Only because I was going to say, has the button been corroded by liquid?
No, that ain't going to
You
stop.
are obnoxious.
Okay.
I do not like you. Good Lord. Go away, Opera.
Right, take the CMOS battery out. Yeah, we'll now start going through all the motions with it. So yeah, let's start. Power. Have I tried another CMOS battery? PowerOwl is the brand that I have, so I might have already put a new CMOS battery in this. I think I have, but we'll just quickly check this. I'm 99% certain that I've already checked the low-hanging fruit here, so I think we're going to be moving directly on to take the CPU out and start checking power button header voltage and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll start checking all that stuff now because I don't think it's the CMOS battery. Also, like as has been said before, a flat CMOS battery shouldn't stop it from powering on. Yeah, that thing's brand new. That's fine. Hello, Daryl Flores. Thanks for the $5. Good morning from USA, California. Love watching your show, guys. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
I hope your day is going well so far. All right, that's that. I'm going to pop the CPU out and inspect.
Yes. A CPU.
Just checking that standby was off. Right. Bottom of the CPU looks fine. Can you see that slight discoloration there, though? Because when we look into the socket, can you see there's just some slight discoloration? But I don't know, man. I don't think that means anything at all. It's not bent pins. I don't think that means anything. Like, also, there's just enough heat cycles that you'll just see just some discoloration on stuff in general. Okay, that's fine. Let's just drop that back in. Give it a wiggle. All right, let's just try it again just in case, having just reseated the CPU. No, nothing. Okay, right. Do we have voltage to the power button header? Right, so on voltage mode, we're going to check across the power button header. Oops. Yeah, we got 3.3 volts there, so it is ready for the power button. Slow mode is off, nothing else strange going on there. Okay, I'm going to pop out all of the RAM. CPU cooler on. The board doesn't turn on. Not worried about cooling. Have I glanced at the back of the board? No, I haven't. I'm just going to pull out the RAM and we'll do that. Does the voltage change when you press the power button? It should do. We can test that in a sec. Right. Still a lot of just dust and stuff on this board. I'm just doing a quick visual inspection along the top. And the back. Nope, there's no holes in the back of the board. I'm also just looking for tide marks, just in case any liquid did get onto the motherboard. There's a very, very slight tide mark down here around the audio, but I don't think that's anything. There's nothing there that makes me want to look closer. Michael Pilgar, thank you for the 50 Donkey Kongs. You've got an ASRock X870E Tai Chi, no boot, debug code 0, just sent to RMA. Just looking at YouTube videos, the PC turned off, dead. I think ASRock have been having some issues with the... I think the X870 boards are the ones that ASRock have been having problems with, I think, isn't it? Or am I imagining that? I know they've had...
Oh, wow.
Or is that just specifically with the X3D CPUs?
There seem to have been issues, yeah, with the ASRock AM4 boards. Nope, AM5 boards.
Yeah.
And the X3D CPUs, where it will just 00 error, dead.
Yeah. Yeah, so it might be... yeah, what CPU are you running in that, Michael?
So yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes. It'll be
not an X3D, apparently. Fair enough.
Be interesting to see if it does it with different CPUs in there. So
yeah.
obviously all that CPU in a different board just to confirm the CPU's not dead.
Page Cartoons, hello. Unrelated question, lads. Do you have a favourite liquor? Whiskey, rum, etc.? Yeah, well, I'm always yeah, my diehard has got to be cider. You know, can never go wrong with cider. But like at the moment, I am kind of into wine. I've forgotten the yeah. I'm very much into Malbec red wines at the moment. If my pronunciation is correct, is it Malbec or Malbec?
Malbec.
Malbec. Malbec.
Yeah.
But yes.
Real dark rums.
Real dark rums. Yeah, I'm not super into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Dark rums that are actually rum as opposed to I've forgotten what the technical other name for it is.
Oh, is this kind of like
dark rye spirit or something? I can't remember what it is.
Is this kind of like how Jack Daniels isn't technically whiskey kind of thing? Or it's like a different... It's not like proper whiskey.
I mean, yeah, because it's not Scottish or Irish.
Yeah. Or is that really all it actually is? I thought it was
one of the
differently.
Obvious statements of it's not Irish or Scottish.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens. I just turned on the power supply and the monitor blacked out again.
Yeah.
Right. Still no power with the memory removed.
It should react, yeah.
Yeah. And again, I'll just quickly probe the power button while we press the power button. Right. Let's put that there. Then, Caradog, can you push the start button for me in a moment when I get a read on the thing? There we go, and just push the power button. Yeah, and release. Yeah, okay, so yeah. The power button is definitely doing the thing. When we push the power button, the voltage gets pulled to 0, which is how it's supposed to work. because the power button, there is a voltage there, and when the power button shorts that to ground, that signals switch on, and that is not happening. Cool. Okay. I guess we'll just check for some cataclysmic short circuits. Other than that, I think I'm going to see if I've got another CPU to put in this. Other than that, like, I'm trying to think how much detail we're going to go into here before we just be like, motherboard's dead, who cares, it's 7th gen, you know. What have we actually got in here? This has got an 8700 in it. It's 8th gen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we do have an 8th gen motherboard, because that's an 8th gen, if my memory serves me, isn't it? Yeah. Although I have no obligation to replace these parts. I think the customer is just looking for diagnostics, to be honest. So I'm not going to fuss over that. But yeah, have we got any 8th gen CPUs?
It should take 7th or 8th because it's a 9.
Yeah. Firmware. Yeah, we could do.
Oh, there you go. Have an 8500T.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, 3.3 volt rail or Super I/O. Yeah.
Another 8500T, just in case that was dead.
Yeah, we could certainly do a BIOS flash on it. I can't see a world where this is BIOS, just based on what's happened to it. I think something has been zapped, and I think we've got a dead Super I/O, or dead. What's the Super I/O chip also known as? I've forgotten now. But yeah. EC, there we go. I think we've got a dead EC or something similar to that, or it might be a dead PCH. Something has been zapped by the power supply going explode. So yeah, I think we're grasping at straws, but we can do a BIOS flash on it, just for the sake of making sure. Right, let's pull that out and put
any of them in.
8500T, different CPU. And I'm just going to check that we don't have a short circuit on vCore or something dumb like that. No, vCore is not shorted. There's some junk in that PCI Express slot. I'll just quickly check PCI Express power as well, just because I'm just generally speaking, you're going to find problems. Higher power circuits tend to be the ones that blender explode. What are you? Kilo ohms. These solid caps are difficult to get to. This one's tricky to meaningfully probe without sitting down and studying the board closer. Okay. Bollocks to it. Let's just try it with the other CPU in. I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time on this. I think we're very rapidly going into it's some kind of motherboard fault, and even though it's 8th gen, I still wouldn't spend time saving this thing. It's a shame because it's a Maximus, but still, it's 8th gen, who cares? Right. Don't bother with BIOS. Schematic check where 3.3 is and split to 1.8. Maybe. Do you want to see if you can pull up a schematic for this, Lead Farmer? It's a Maximus 9 Hero. However, yeah, I agree. I don't see a world where BIOS is going to help us here. Different CPU, no difference. It's never the CPU. Okay. I'll quickly grab the thermal camera just in case we see anything interesting with that.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we can see a little regulator pulsing away or something like that, that would also just give us a, okay, there we go, we've got a shorted rail, and like that shorted rail is almost certainly going to be unfixable. I think this is an autopsy. I'm at this point right now, I'm looking for an excuse to call the motherboard dead, to be honest. So yeah. Right, what am I looking at there? Oh, that's 18C, that's nothing. What are you? What's that? A tiny component that's weirdly hotter than everything around it. Oh, that's... no, that's just RGB. The chip, there's a chip that the hotspot is next to has Aura written on it. That will be Asus Aura Sync. So that chip is driving the RGB. So that's not our issue, because the RGB is working. Anything else? 10,000 degrees of LEDs. No, nothing. Something down there is slightly warmer. What are we next to there? But again, like by slightly warmer, I mean it's 21 degrees.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Have some different artifacts.
The 7800 in the other computer is still broken. So yeah.
Just because the desktop, the number of artifacts was basically completely gone. I was like,
for a moment you thought you might have
weird.
fixed it.
Well, no, because there were still artifacts, but I was just
yeah.
why is the number reduced?
Yeah.
What's going on? But yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no hotspots here. Check the BIOS. Yeah, let's see. Oh. Check under the chipset heatsink. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, just in case the chipset's getting warm. Yeah, we'll do that. You got a board view. Okay, yeah, see if you can find out where the 3.3 volt rail is and 1.8, because that will allow us to that will allow us to check the if the PCH is okay or possibly exploded. Yeah, we could quickly just. I think, yeah, if we do BIOS, I'm going to speed run it. But I can't see any reason why this would be the BIOS with these kind of symptoms. There's just no reason for it to be the BIOS. Right, let's plug it in again, just so it's got some power.
Imagine walking down this pathway.
I know, yeah, the tessellation on heaven is kind of silly. All right. Right, there is some warmth on the PCH around the edges, but like there's nothing, there's no giveaway, there's no hot spot or anything like that. There's no hot corner or anything, so. And also, like, the warmest temperature I'm finding is like 21 degrees, so.
I mean, given that this room is about 4 degrees.
Yeah, but that's functionally ambient. That's just there is some power here. So yeah. So yeah, likely a power IC here. Yeah. So have we tried it? Yeah, we've already tried CPU. Right, where is the BIOS on this? Is the BIOS in an easy to find spot? There is the BIOS.
Oh, interesting.
I could get some practice with my fancy new probe, try and do it in circuit. I don't know if I want to do that. What are you saying that's interesting?
You can set Heaven to run at a higher resolution than the monitor resolution.
Oh, cool.
So just
And it just downscales.
I banged in 4K.
Yeah.
And it is definitely running at a different resolution because the FPS is lower.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, and it's just downscaling it, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was mostly just because it was sitting at like 300 to 600 FPS. I was like, this isn't overly a load. But yeah.
The motherboard has feature of BIOS flashback. You can't BIOS flashback if the board doesn't turn on. You need power to do a flashback. Oh, actually,
Press
no,
the
that's not
flashback button
true.
now.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, if I push the BIOS, there was no response to that. What if I hold it down to... Okay, no, yeah, the BIOS flashback LED is lighting up, so we could flashback.
Interesting. That's not what I expected.
Well, yeah, that kind of implies that the PCH is doing something.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah. We've already looked at the CPU and socket. Test BIOS pin 8 volt. Yeah, I don't know how deep into this we're going to go. This feels like a rabbit hole, folks, but... right, pin 8. I need a ground. You're a ground. Right, 8. Right, yeah, BIOS chip has power. Yeah, we've got power to the BIOS chip. So yeah. Right, the BIOS light has stopped flashing, and that's just presumably it's just like, I'm done, I didn't find anything. Can we be asked to try it? If we do the BIOS, I'm going to do a chip off board because I don't trust BIOS flashback. Certainly not while the board is in this state. We have no way of knowing if it's actually done anything or not whatsoever. Because the problem with flashback is there's zero feedback. So there's zero assurance that it's actually achieved anything whatsoever. It'll be a dead board no matter what. Yeah, I'm kind of done with this if I'm honest. Check the power button for sure. But yeah, we're poking a dead body here.
Whack.
Yeah, we still have 3.3 volts to there.
Changing it to 4K got rid of the artifacts in one of the scenes.
Yeah, but then
very bizarre.
One appeared somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah. And then it appeared somewhere else. But that's why I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's very subtle.
There was another one.
Yeah. All right. Set a board view, but no schematics yet. Yeah. Nope. I'm out. We're calling it dead.
Can I have the Elutang?
Elutang. All right. Right. Hup. There you go. Cool. All right. I'm calling that a dead motherboard. Yeah. I don't think it's worth pursuing this one. It's hard to tell exactly what has happened to it, though. But what if we... Oh, you know what? Okay. We'll flash it. We'll flash it. I'm going to do it. All right. I'm going to speed run it, though. Right.
Whoosh.
Okay. All right. Be right back, folks.
Burb.
Right. What are you about to do? I was going to say...
Aha.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're able to get something that is sanitized, then you can entertain the stream for a moment by exploring what other things do. No power on power button.
What?
There is power on the power button pin, though. There was 3.3 volts there.
Smart App Control has blocked this app. Get apps from the store. What?
Smart App Control is weird.
What is it? It's a Windows security setting.
Yeah, it's another Windows security setting. There's like 3 of them in Windows now. And Smart App seems to be incredibly arbitrary. Right.
It cannot be turned on without turning off Windows, without reinstalling Windows.
Yeah, they're apparently going to change that, but the problem is just everyone's a bit up in the air about Smart App Control at the moment. No one knows what it is or anything. So yeah. Right. I do not think this is going to be the BIOS, but we'll have a look anyway. Right. I tell you what. Let's just quickly go to the repair bench. So let me just quickly set up the repair bench in such a way that I can transmit. Right, display capture. Right, how am I going to do this? Right, let's go combo. Right.
Haha. Settings.
Stand by, folks. I'm going to get you something useful. Face cam. Full screen. And then this. And I'm going to try and plumb the repair bench face cam through to the stream. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, right.
Oh my goodness.
What? Just me doing crime?
Indeed.
Yay. Right, there's that. I plug that into the PC.
Sony Interactive Entertainment presents.
Graham speaking very slowly.
I am thinking.
Yeah. Okay, right, and we do projector. Oh, it's the bench. I heard a whirring. I was like, what the Jeffries is that?
I was moving to a more comfortable gaming position.
Gaming. Right, I'm going to interrupt you for a moment.
Because yes, I did have a game on my SD.
I see. Okay. Right, I'm going to cut your video feed.
Oh no, it's crashed.
Your video feed has been cut, and I'm going to plug that into the capture card instead.
Oh, my video feed.
And then I'm going to bring that up to here and plug that into here.
Oh, I had a desktop.
I don't know how you had a desktop. That would have been quite a trick, because oh, you had my desktop, yeah. All right, you had a different desktop. Okay.
Would you like to use the PlayStation Network? No, not right now.
Okay, right. Right, Caradog's just going to play Grand Theft Auto while I try and fix this thing.
But
right.
I'm trying to find something
Studio mode.
that gives
Capture with face.
artifacts.
Okay, yeah, that'll do. Right, cool. Let's go to capture with face.
Smashing.
Right, yes, there's a lot of stuff over here because I throw everything over to this bench when I'm when I'm doing the podcast. Right, let's rip the hecking BIOS chip off of this thing. All right. Right, this is going to be very dirty because, like, yeah, who cares about this motherboard if I'm honest? Right, turn that on. Put the good tip on the soldering iron. All right. Right, I can't see chat from here, folks, so sorry, we're going to go dark for a second while I quickly do this BIOS. So I'm going to touch up the joins with some fresh solder to make it easier to remove. Blob some solder across that. And now comes the hot air. And we're going to go fast so I hopefully don't zap this header next door too badly. However, if I do, yeah, whatever. This is basically an autopsy. Speed. Right. This is a SOP 8. This is a SOP 8 chip, so it comes off real easy. If that had been WSON, I would not have gotten away with that. Just trying to take off the excess solder here.
Ka-chow! Indeed.
Right. And now I'm going to put it into this socket adapter.
Project.
Give that a bit of a wiggle. There's a lot of excess solder on this. That should work. All right, and I'm going to put it in my T78, is this? T76. Right, that goes there. That goes like that. And I find my Type-C cable, which has fallen down the back of the desk. I get up and I walk around the other side of the desk to get the Type-C cable that's fallen down the back of the desk.
Damn it.
And I can't find the Type-C cable that's supposed to be here that has fallen down the back of the desk. There it is. Okay, come on. Oh, I've got to clean up back here. Right, plug you in. Power on. Okay, right. Right, can I get... I'm going to quickly pull up some more details while I'm here. I'm going to pull up YouTube Studio so I can see chat. And we're going to start up...
Easy.
There we go, T76 software. Right, can I have the right thing? Go live.
Sure.
Click on the live stream. All right, there we go.
Sure.
Everyone's judging me. You're right to be honest. The place is a dump. I've lost control of my life. Good. Okay, right. Now, if I do display capture, primary monitor, I do that, and then that. Aha. You guys see exactly the same thing. Okay, right. That's okay, right. Okay, stand by. I need preview monitor, new window. There we go. And I click on display capture and I make it big. There we go. All right. And I put the live stream, put the chat there so I can read it. Okay, right.
Well, that's awkward.
How are you getting on over there, Caradog?
It's not broken.
It's not broken. Problems. All right. Okay, let's try and auto-detect this chip. Detect. Bad pin number 3. Okay, honestly not surprising. Let's try that again. I wiggle the chip and I put it back in the thing. I might need to actually clean the chip properly. Detect. Bad pin 3 again. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna have to clean the thing. Balls. I clean the pins on the chip. All right. Put the chip back in the heckin' thing. Pin 3. That should be fine now. Okay, right. Let's try again. Ugh.
Crunch. Goodness gracious.
It's got a really violent spring on this thing. Hey, there we go. Right, 16 models with the same ID were found. Please select one. Right, this is a WinBond really small text. So, hold on. Oh, my days. 25Q128FV. Right, 25Q128FV SOIC8. That'll do. Give me one of them. Cool. Okay, right. Read. T76 go brrrr.
Oh look, that's much faster. Imagine if you'd done this years ago.
Oh, I know. I'm sold on the T76. Look how fast that was, man. Yeah. Like I've got sitting over here a CH3. What is it? I've got a CH347, which is quote unquote high speed and costs like $7. So I'm going to be testing that out. Okay, right. Back. Right. Okay, there's our BIOS dump. Let's so let's pull up a BIOS for this. So what did we decide this was? An Asus Maximus. Oh my gosh. Right. Maximus 9 Hero. Get me the BIOS. Support. Drivers, BIOS.
It's really unfortunate.
BIOS, there we go. Give me the BIOS. The BIOS has been acquired. Right. Good. Right, there's our BIOS file. Time to find out if the T76 software will automatically deal with a capsule file or not. I'd be very disappointed if it didn't. Right, I'm just going to quickly make a working folder to work in here. Right, Maximus 9. Right, give me one of them. Done with you. We're done with that. And we're going to save our dump file. And I put it in bench BIOS Maximus 9. Save. Save. File has been saved. Okay, right. We've got a dump file and we've got a cap file. Doubt it does. Yeah, the 809F does, but like this is a top-end programmer for this kind of work, so I'd be very disappointed if it didn't. File load options, right. Cap file. Okay. Right, let's just see if I can flash that then. Program. Go. Well, it says it's going to do it. Top hex looks wrong. Yeah. I'm going to go and grab my cider for a sec. And then I'm going to start processing this capsule file because I agree, I don't think it's going to work and it's trivial to do this. All right. Caradog, I take it you were unable to reproduce the fault in GTA.
I can't get anything else to error. Like, there's clearly a problem because we have this artifact here on the desktop.
It's so
and one
slight,
that's appearing
isn't it?
here, and like bits that are occasionally appearing up here.
Yeah.
But like, I just played a little bit of Cyberpunk on low, on ultra high with ray tracing. None of them were artifacting. The only error I've had is that Spider-Man crashed.
Yeah.
But
whack.
And I'm like, I don't understand why dodgy graphics card is so hard to reproduce after we had such clear, easy reproduction.
Do you just want to throw memtest at that thing? Just to...
Yeah.
know, like,
so I'm like...
No, it did it in another system. It can't be anything else. We've proven this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, I don't understand.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting. That apparently flashed successfully.
And in about 0.0 seconds.
Cool. Right, this said it flashed, but I kind of don't believe it, so I'm going to process the cap file anyway, just in case. I go to my, I go to Start, and I click on. I don't go to Start. I go to my Bench Tools, and I click on UEFI tool, and we open the capsule file. And we export the Intel image. Oh, right click, extract as is. That's what I'm looking for. .bin. Done with that. All right. Now we have a binary file that is slightly smaller. That's 16384 instead of 16385. That's weird. I'm going to flash that anyway because this is how I always do this and it always works. .384 is correct. Yeah, why is the dump 385 then? That's kind of whack.
Is it possible to corrupt in extra data?
I mean, but the chip isn't big enough to fit more data, but I don't know. Yeah. Weird. Config or default settings in T78. Oh, do you reckon it saved some extra data in there? Or, who knows? Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. Either way, we're redoing it.
We're now writing at 700 megabytes a second.
Yeah, erasing is still a little bit slow, but this is still just way faster than the CH341. What does status config do then? Yeah, what are those? You're telling me to change settings, but what do those actually do?
Steam apps.
It's added to end of file. What does that mean? What is added to the end of the file? So yeah, we're reprogramming the BIOS chip, but yeah, chip status registers or something. I'm going to leave it on the defaults because those have worked for me thus far. So yeah, all right, chip programming is finished. Cool. All right. Let's go back to the not face cam. Put that over there. Throw the BIOS chip across the board. All right, let's solder this thing back down again. There's my flux. Tidy up the pads a little bit. Where did I put the chip? There it is. Right, where is pin 1? Pin 1 goes there. Boop. All right, here we go. Oh no. There we go. Going fast. Does the glass say Fowey Valley? It does, yes. It's a cidery and distillery. I think this was a gift from Page Cartoons, actually, I think. Paige got me a gift set of some Fowey Valley cider that came with the glass. It's a good glass, I like it. Touch up those joins with the iron. There we go, that'll do. Okay, right. The BIOS has been reprogrammed. I don't think this is going to make any difference whatsoever, but we'll find out. I'll just BIOS reset just for good measure. For you, Valley. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to be the BIOS. This is a Hail Mary. This is a Hail Mary that I'm 99% certain isn't going to work. But we'll try. All right, going over to the other bench. Basically, the only reason why I've gone for the BIOS reprogram is just so we can be like, yeah, we tried. It's not the BIOS either. Because if this doesn't work, I'm going to throw this motherboard over a fence into a creek. Boop. All right. Okay, let's come back to bench cam with face. Okay, stay positive, it will work. I hate to disappoint you, but it wasn't the BIOS. It's still dead. Nope. Right, that's the end of that, folks. Good night, Maximus 9. So the CPU we've got in there is a 8500T. It's a test CPU. I mean, we've got another test CPU. We'll put another one in there, but like this is the last thing. Then I'm being like, no, what are we actually doing right now? This thing is dead.
Oh no.
What are you giggling
The
at?
SSD's average response times are going up to 4,000 to 5,000 milliseconds.
Oh, well, that's not good. Unironically, we need to investigate that.
I think it's also partially just where I'm trying to copy stuff onto the SSD.
Oh, you're doing stuff.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
But it's also just the fact of it going to like 5,000 milliseconds. I'm like, oh, something's unhappy with this file copy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was idling at that, and I'm like,
I see.
And I'm like, I don't know why you're laughing. That means the SSD is fecked. So you know.
Oh yeah, no. I am very much copying to it, but it's just
Yeah.
the fact I'm just like, I see.
No, this board is dead. We're done. Okay.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah. Do not parks go. Do not collect £200. Go directly to
Hell.
yeah, I guess. Ugh, always a shame when it's a nice motherboard because, you know, 8th gen, you know, whatever. But yeah.
You can upgrade them to AM4.
True, yeah.
All you need to do is double check the RAM's not dead.
This is true. Right, I'm going to grab the other motherboard and we'll see if we can resurrect that one because the same customer brought in 2 PCs. Put the chipset heatsink back on. Oh my days.
Oh dear.
Not another Coke spill. No, I think the other one just died. So, don't know. Okay. All right. I'll put their CPU back in it.
Oh, the only other thing you could do if you care
Yeah.
is just chuck it in the ultrasonic next time you ultrasonic stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's not a terrible idea, actually. I'd completely forgotten about cleaning the board.
And just see what that does.
Yeah. I will do that. I'm not going to do that now because the ultrasonic is cold and it takes it about an hour to warm up.
Oh, yeah.
However, yeah, I will actually do that. I will do that. I'll do that on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll report back on that. Because also like the other board that they've got might also need an ultrasonic. So like there's some stuff that there's enough stuff to be worth firing up the ultrasonic cleaner, and that's also worth a Hail Mary because it costs.
No, hold on. What, as Fluffy Tail said, this is a Maximus 9.
Yeah.
In there you've got a whatever 9. And that's 7th gen. 7th and 8th gen are not cross-compatible. So how this came in with an 8th gen in there and was supposedly working, I don't understand.
They're socket compatible, aren't they?
Yeah,
have we
but
just
they're not.
Sorry, I mean like physically. So
Yeah.
Oh, have we been punked because we just didn't actually check?
So as far as I'm aware, the Maximus 9 only supports 7th gen.
Oh my fucking god, I'm going to scream.
Because it's a 9th gen, the same as the one... It's a 9, same as the one over there.
I got annihilated the other week for making this mistake with that B450 motherboard. Okay, yeah, you've got the box of chips there. Yeah, find me a 7th gen.
I can do you a 6th.
Yeah, well that'll do, won't it? Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know, because I don't know which work in these boards. But I just know that it was 8th and 9th
Hold on,
together.
I've still got the bloody website up on this computer over here. I'm just going to check the CPU compatibility list. Oh, I can't believe... Whatever. You know what? If this is the case, I'm putting this down to streamer brain.
I'm also just putting it down to the person randomly putting in a... Oh, I've got a 7500T anyway.
Yeah, it's 6th, 7th. Yeah, basically everything 6th and 7th gen.
Yeah, I've got a 7500 there.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. However, also, like, even though the customer supplied it with a 7th gen, with an 8th gen CPU in that, it's our job to check this shit. So, yeah.
But also, that shouldn't have caused it to not power at all.
Maybe,
because how would it know the CPU isn't supported if there is 0 power? Unless they're physically, electrically not compatible.
Maybe, I don't know, certain pins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay. Okay.
I don't understand.
We should just end it. I'm going to turn it off because it's got no heatsink on it. But we should just quit our jobs and just. I'm immediately moving to Nepal to live as a goat. Motherfucker, whatever. All right. Yeah. Well, face egg. Yeah. That's my bad. Should have checked. That's 100% my bad.
Yeah. Cause I said, are you sure 8th gen is compatible? Because this is a 9 and they were only compatible with 7. And you said, no, it's compatible. I assumed you'd looked when you were over there.
I didn't hear that bit. No. Can't believe that. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No. There's no excuses there. I've just been a dumbass and wasted everyone's time. Yeah.
Oh well.
No excuse for that. I should have checked. That's one of the you know, in a way, I'm not trying to blame other things other than myself, but it's one of the things I don't like about the Maximus and the Crosshair motherboards and stuff like that is they don't have the chipset in the name. Every other motherboard has the chipset in the name, which means you just instantaneously see what you're dealing with. Like, if this had if this had come in and it had X270, Z270 on it, because it's a Z270 chipset, I'd have immediately said, Z270 ain't 8th gen. This has got the wrong CPU in it.
Yeah.
But because it had Maximus on it, I'm like, oh, I don't know what the hell a Maximus 9 is. And I just didn't check.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Whatever. Okay, yeah.
But
fine.
also...
That's my bad.
But also, why did it have the wrong CPU in it coming in here? Also, surely if the customer's capable of swapping the CPU, they're capable of telling you they swapped the CPU. Because if they haven't swapped the CPU, how did it ever work?
These are interesting questions. However, none of this exonerates me from having not checked the obvious things.
I'm not saying it does or it doesn't, but I'm just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. All right. Livid. Okay.
So is the other board the 8th gen board?
Oh, that would be interesting. Maybe
and they just swap the CPUs.
Oh, what if he has? What if he swapped the CPUs over?
And just didn't, and therefore doesn't know.
And that explains why neither of them work. What if that's what's happened?
Yeah. At least it makes a diagnostics on that one 10 seconds.
Yeah. Motherfuck. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for the record.
What is this? This is an H310M.
Yeah, what's H310? I don't know the
I don't
H
know,
series.
but I'm
Yeah.
shouting it out because chat can look at it.
Yeah, chat, what's H310? Yeah, for the record, what would have happened next is I would have looked around for alternate motherboards, because whenever you declare someone's motherboard dead, the first question they ask is, okay, how much would it cost to replace it? And at that point, I would have started looking it up. So this would have come to light at some point. However, it should have come to light 2 hours ago. So yeah, that kind of doesn't change the fact that I have wasted everyone's time, including my own, and I'm extremely embarrassed. Yeah, H310 is 8th gen. It's going to have a 7th gen CPU.
Oh my
in it.
god, why does an H310M have a 86? Wasn't it a K?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Well, let's see what's in it first. Yeah. I swear, if he's just swapped the CPUs over, we'll see. We'll see.
This is a 7700K. That's why it doesn't work. Because this is 7700K.
Oh! Why would you do that?
But
Why
also,
would you do that?
Why would
Okay.
you do that and not tell you, and also not try them the other way around again?
Yeah, the systems came in built with the coolers on and everything. So like, I should have checked, but
also,
you can't
like,
blame me for assuming that you can't blame me for just not thinking that the customer had randomly swapped the CPUs over before.
But also
bringing it
kind
in.
of the case of you ran on the assumption that at some point ever it worked.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The point is we've solved the mystery.
Yeah.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Ugh. Okay, let's get a post screen out of these things. Right, I'm stealing your HDMI. Yeah, I'm going to quickly swap the HDMI cables around again.
Yeah.
I'm so angry.
Right, so I need to swap.
I'm livid.
Right, so I'm just going to take this off.
I'm
Well,
going to
actually,
get
no, I'm
home.
not.
I'm going to get home and wipe all of the egg off of my face and then fry it and eat it for dinner. There's so much egg.
Hey, at least it's only egg this weekend.
Right, let's plug that in there. Plug that in there. I think Caradog's taken that thing out back to shoot it with the air duster. Time to charge the customer rage tax. It's my fault. It's my fault. Should have checked this. Should have checked it. I thought it was physically impossible to fit the wrong CPU into an incorrect socket. No. The actual physical dimensions of the Intel CPUs haven't changed much. There's a whole community around fitting modern CPUs to old boards and stuff like that, which is kind of all nonsense, but the actual socket is identical. So yeah. All right.
Right, do you want this CPU?
Let's take that. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly fire this up with, what is this?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, all right. What was that?
7700K.
Yeah, okay,
Which
cool.
is compatible with that board.
Yeah, all right, that is compatible, and in addition to that, it has onboard graphics, which is, although I think all of these do, don't they? Yeah, that's not an issue.
What are you? You are an 8700, which should then be compatible with this board.
Screaming.
Unless that CPU's dead. Like,
Yeah. However, just this. I will power the data centers with my rage. Gonna have people saying, I asked ChatGPT and it said you should check if the CPU is compatible with the motherboard. Ah!
And you're going to be like, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Thanks, asshole.
I always do that. I always make sure it's compatible.
Right. Turns on power supply. Screen blacks out for a second. Okay, right. Power on. The board turns on and starts to post. Have we got that? Yep, there we go. Board is RAM training.
There you go. Now you're not clicking stuff around me and stuff. Bonk. There you go.
I think we've just hit the and we should be booting. We've got a boot LED. Oh, there it goes. Yep. Right. BIOS is updating. Okay, yeah, it's having a hissy fit because I reprogrammed the BIOS chip.
Do. Why would you take out the BIOS battery whilst it's doing a BIOS update?
Yeah, it's already had a BIOS reset, if that's what you're worried about. I took it out after... It has had a BIOS reset since I programmed the BIOS chip, so that's fine.
Do you think at some point this had a big graphics card in it?
Yeah. There's a big old dent in this case where someone's muscled in a big-ass graphics card.
It also had problems.
Yeah. Yes, I will fix the BIOS on this. I'm not going to do that on stream now. I'll do that later. But like, we do not care about LAN right now. We're trying to get the computer to post. So yeah.
Is this working DDR4? This is DDR4.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, is that even the right way around? Nope.
Okay.
When inserting RAM, put it in the correct way round.
Right.
That is extremely
Mr.
silly.
Adamant, can you ask you something? You can.
Oh, look, there we go.
Yes. Okay, right. Right, this works. We're done with this one. So yeah, the computer needs a new power supply and that's it. I've got
Is the graphics card dead?
Oh yeah, let's quickly see if this graphics card works. There's this 1080 Ti kicking around as well. So I guess we'll just quickly plug this in and see if it works. God, that wants a good clean, but we don't need to clean it to find out if it works. So why did the owner put in the 8th gen? Was the original... We don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the CPUs were swapped. Yeah, I have no idea why the CPUs were swapped over. I'm trying not to think about it because...
I will take psychic damage.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will take 10,000 points of psychic damage and be immediately killed.
Please roll 84d6 of psychic damage plus 6.
All right. Boop, boop.
It's okay.
Boop.
At least these diagnostics are now £120 each.
No. I'm not going to charge the customer for my cock up, even though I walked into a landmine. I should have checked for landmines. It is my job to check for landmines, and I didn't. So whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I just meant your standard fee.
Oh right, yeah, okay. On this motherboard, you can add 8th and 9th gen CPUs with a program called Coffee Time. Yeah, we're not doing that. So yeah, emotional damage.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. All right. Yeah, the graphics card posts. Like, more testing would be needed to check it, but we've no reason to believe that there is a problem with the graphics card.
Yep.
So yeah, okay. Right, okay, this is done. Computer just needs a new power supply. Like, if this one just works, I'm going to be kind of angry with the customer because I'm going to be like, there was nothing wrong here. You just needed to plug a power supply in. Like, the dude's been messing around with these. He knows how to plug in a power supply. And the whole thing is
Which is why
just...
they get charged the standard fee per computer.
Yeah.
Which is now £120.
Yeah. My friend has a Z270 with a 9900K and is working well. Sure. But, like, yeah, I don't see I don't see a reason to mess around with that when you could just buy modern hardware. But yeah,
like as 9th gen released and was relevant, yeah, that kind of made sense.
Yeah, when 9th gen came out,
Can I
that
have a power supply?
kind of would have averted him from having to buy a new system, I guess. But yeah, but that's not something we're doing to this one. No, why would you? Who cares?
If you need something faster, you just...
Yeah, if you want more speed, then just buy something that's actually fast. Because like none of this stuff is fast by any modern standard. Is that, yeah, we don't need that. Oh. Right, you've got RAM, good. Okay, right, what I'll do, I'm going to pick this up and you can shuffle across. We'll swap places.
But you too. It's so grotty.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
This is possibly the most dust grotty computer.
Yeah, it's all pretty gross. However, we can clean it when it works.
Where is the power button? Oh, is it there? I can't actually see where the power button is.
I'm going to go around.
I'm going around.
I'm going around. All right, are we ready?
I think so.
All right. Ah!
Oh, you turned it.
Yeah, I turned the power supply off while we were ripping everything apart.
You just unplug it.
I'll unplug
What's
you in a minute.
What's the power going to do?
Uh,
Arc 35 centimeters
maybe.
at 12 volts.
Right. I'm watching fan speed. We're power cycling. It's RAM training.
Like, what's the story with these? He got coke in the power supply, so he thought, I know, I'll swap the CPUs.
Apparently, if this just posts, then just we're just
yeah, there you go.
There's nothing wrong with any of this. What?
Hence my comment, you charge your standard fee of £120 per computer.
Okay, right, 2 hours 26. I'll stick the old BIOS back on this motherboard and then we'll wrap up. I'll stick the old BIOS on it just so that's sorted because, as Lead Farmer said, because I blasted a clean BIOS onto this motherboard, the data for the gigabit LAN, some of the data for that, like the MAC address and stuff like that, is stored in the BIOS. So I've nuked the MAC address on it at the moment.
But it's a Windows PC.
Oh. So yeah, because we've no reason to believe there's any faults with the old BIOS now, I'm going to put that back on. So yeah, the Intel Gigabit Mac. Yep. Dude, just wasted your time. Yes, he kind of did. I'm kind of angry about that, but also like I should have spotted. This should have been spotted in the first 10 minutes. So like I'm more angry with myself because, like I said, it's my job to spot this stuff coming. Like when I say to people, I'm going to swap that HDMI around just so we've got something to look at. When I say to people, I don't charge for diagnostics, the reason why I don't charge for diagnostics is, in theory, I should be smart enough to not get caught out by time wasters. The assessment is supposed to be fast enough that you can tell if something is going to be a waste of your time before you end up spending a lot of time and then earning nothing. However, bloody blah, 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 blah. Right. Swap these round so you can still do stuff with the other PC. All right. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Right. Do you want to go to
I will do once I
capture?
find the mouse. It's over here. There's so many things. There you go. We have so much stuff on this bench.
Yeah.
Unplug you. Unplug you.
I'm tired, Caradoc.
Run away with you. Goodbye.
I just dropped the chip on the floor.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Great.
Okay, it's fine. I found it.
As long as you did and it isn't the one you dropped 2 days ago.
Yeah. Put on the BIOS chip from some AMD B450 or something like that.
Ah.
And then it posts anyway, and we're really confused.
Right, slowly developing desk space.
All right. Okay, right, we read the chip.
85, 85, something, 25.
Good, the chip reads okay, so when it's plugged in, I load the backup. This is why we take a backup. So here is the backup image that I took, and we program that back to the chip again.
Get in the box.
We're flashing the BIOS because I flashed a clean BIOS to it that would have been missing the Intel Gigabyte Ethernet setup data that is unique to this motherboard. So if it had worked with the flash BIOS, we would have needed to fix that at some point, but we were interested in just getting the thing to work first. So to elaborate on that, hold on, let me just fire up UEFI tool. So if I open, let's see, Maximus 9, let's open the file that we're flashing at the moment. So if I open Intel image, so this bit here, it says GBE region, Gigabit Ethernet region. If I just do hex view.
Hold on, I am zooming and enhancing.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually view anything interesting in here, but somewhere in here is the MAC address, the physical hardware address of the thing. I don't know if you can actually view it in here at all, but yeah, at any rate, there is this GBE region. This is programmed specifically for this motherboard, yeah, we need to make sure that that is actually loaded in place. So we're flashing the backup BIOS back onto it to make sure that that is done. So yeah, is this a newer and quicker flash tool? Yeah, I'm currently using the T76. I don't think it's appeared in a video yet. No, but I think it's very good though. Yes, this is the T76. This is my main programmer now. I've got other programmers that I'm going to be doing a video about, but yeah, probably this week I'm going to record a video about just some new stuff. Like I've also got like some of these pogo pin adapters, and I'm going to demonstrate some in-circuit flashing and stuff like that. No, I have not been converted to in-circuit flashing. I still think removing the chip is the way forward. However, I'm going to show off these various methods so people can look at that and figure out what works for them. So yeah. Right, drop you back on that. Waving the hot air around madly so I don't melt the plastic connector that's right next door. If you keep the air moving, you won't melt the plastic, or not as easily anyway. You can extract and move it to the new thing. Yeah, you can move it across. There's just zero requirement to. Because like we can just BIOS update this now anyway. Although that much being said, if we do this and the board now doesn't work, then that will imply that there was a problem with the BIOS in the first place. Like maybe the BIOS was scrambled, but also we had a bad CPU that was masking that. You know, like
maybe
you never know. Like that might just be cope. But yeah, whatever. Bench cam face. Where is my power supply?
On the shelf where the power supply lives.
I need it.
I was giving you a space to put things down in.
Wow. Try CH3. Do people just never listen to me? Okay. Right, anyway.
Power cable.
Yes, and heatsink. I have run out of cider. Fair enough. Right.
I mean, there you go.
Oh, did you not pour? Oh, yeah, cool.
I filled the glass.
Oh,
but
weird.
The glass is a small 300ml glass.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's clearly not a pint glass, is it? Yeah, fair. All right.
Your chalice is too small.
Right. Boop. Swaps around the HDMI cables again.
Do you know how I could solve this?
How?
Grab the Chinese capture card.
Yeah, probably.
But that would have been the solution for an hour ago.
Yeah. You know what else would have been a solution for an hour ago? Swapping the CPUs. It's a good thing the main audience doesn't watch this. Like, I got annihilated in the YouTube comments for that B450 video. Imagine what would happen if this was a mainline video.
Stop it.
All right, it's doing the thing.
Both motherboards had the wrong CPUs. Both of them. Neither of them actually had a fault.
There was nothing wrong.
Unless this doesn't post and then there's something wrong.
All right, it's on 99 input. We're about to get a picture. Yeah, there we go.
BIOS is updating. BIOS is downgrading.
Yeah.
Womp womp. This is my level of compassion for this client.
God, just.
It's like, what?
All right, one more. You can now update the BIOS. Yeah, might do that. 237. Yeah, we got time, I guess. No keyboard detected. Yeah, that's fair. Right, BIOS. I think that was that 0505? Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't say.
Oh yeah, there we go. Right. Have we got a BIOS version on screen here? I don't think we do. No. Do you want to plug the keyboard in and just check what version it is? I'm going to grab the BIOS that I downloaded and stick it on a flash drive, and we'll just quickly blast the latest onto it just for good measure. Hello. There we go. Not because any of this matters, but then I can feel like I've achieved something.
Yeah, 0505.
0505. Yeah, that's old. Well, it's not the latest anyway. BIOS and firmware.
I fixed both your PCs, which each needed a new CPU.
Yeah.
Which conveniently I had in stock.
Oh, 0505 is ancient. It's probably never had a BIOS update in its life. All right, let's. I'm done with this drive, so I will format it first.
What is iROG 1 through 3?
iROG 1 through 3.
Yeah, iROG 1 version MBEC.
What is the context for this?
Just build versions. And like iROG 1, iROG 2, and iROG 3. LED EC version. I know what that. I can guess what that is.
Oh, okay, yeah. iROG.
ME
Oh, right.
version.
You're reading things right. Yeah. You were making just growling noises at me. I was like, what is iROG? I don't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the fuck is this? Asus, you have yet more gibberish in your BIOS.
iROG is Asus have like they've got a proprietary header on there where you could plug in like an Asus status display and get system information. It's probably all of that stuff because there will be a chip on there to support that. So yeah.
My e-waste.
It's not e-waste. It's a customer computer. So it's customer waste or something. All right. Okay. Let's flash this stupid thing.
Oh, we could have just done it from the internet anyway.
Oh, it's got internet. Oh yeah. Fine.
Where's my processor biscuit?
Put BIOS on the other board too. No, I'm done with this. I've wasted enough time on these wretched things. I'm going to call the customer and just say, say what? I fixed it? Yeah, I guess.
Do they now work?
Yes, yeah.
Were they broken before?
I fixed it by reorganizing the hardware. Punch him down the phone, yeah. It's going to be like that scene in, oh God. What's the parody 80s movie? I'm sorry.
The parody 80s movie. Hot Shots?
No, no, it was
Airplane?
No, it was an internet thing. It's modern, but it's in the style of those. It's the one where Hitler travels through time to the future and just immediately walks up to a payphone and calls the police like, "Hello, is this the police?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Fuck you," and starts firing a gun down the phone, and the bullets are coming out the phone at the other end and shooting everyone. It's so good. Kung Fury, that's it. It's Kung Fury. Yeah, Kung Fury. I'm gonna punch this man down the phone like it's Kung Fury. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so good. It's so absurd that it's funny. It's free to watch on the internet or on YouTube. Just YouTube search Kung Fury.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre. You're in for a very strange watch, but it's extremely funny.
That explains the dinosaur.
Yeah. What year is this? It's the Viking Age. Yeah, it's got Hacker Man in it as well, yeah.
Out of touch.
All right, your BIOS has been updated.
Moving in.
We are already here having a very strange watch, I know.
The countdown clock.
I know what you're singing, but I can't get. I don't have the melody in my head, so I'm sort of going out of touch. No. I know what he's singing.
Out of time, moving in and out of time. The ticking of the countdown clock.
No, we're not thinking of the same song. No, never mind.
I was thinking of a song from King Fury by The Hoff.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is that how that went? Fair enough, yeah. I was thinking of True Survivor, I think. No, that's Elton John. No, that's I'm Still Standing. They're all parodying each other. Look, I'm Still Standing by Elton John has a line in it that goes, "Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid." That's why I was thinking of that. Also, why was that funny?
Oh my god! Talk about a clusterfuck of a stream. Jesus.
As soon as this is done, we're finishing. Like, there's 15 minutes until we get to the 3-hour marker, which is where we'd normally wrap up by. But I'm like, no, we're done. I want to leave. I've embarrassed myself enough this stream. I'm out. I'm done. I'm toast.
BIOS is updating again. Flashing the LED firmware.
Other people are just like, oh, you're going to BIOS update the other motherboard? I'm like, no. I'm going home. I'm leaving. All right. It's still updated. Why is there more firmware? Why is there so much firmware?
Well, because you've got to update the BIOS, you've got to update the ROG, you've got to update the ROG 2, you've got to update the ROG 3.
And the iROG.
You've got to update the LEDs. Then you've got to update the EC. Then you've got to update the iRepublic of Gamer.
And the iRobot. Armory crate, yeah. Come firmware. There we go. BIOS revision 1301. We did it. We did it, Reddit.
Excellent.
This has been a stream.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
Goodbye. Everyone. See ya.